shut your mouth. How can you say I go about things the wrong way?
My name's Colin. I live in Bath in the southwest of England. This is my channel, the Yay Nay on my channel. And this, after an unexpectedly long hiatus, is another episode of This Charmed Man, a series of first-time reaction videos to the TV series Charmed. And yes, I probably owe you all an apology. It's taken me so much longer to get back to this than I expected. The last video I released, the end of season 2 of Charmed, was on Christmas Eve. And then I planned to take just a short time off in order to do some Oscar material, some predictions for the 2025 Oscar ceremony. And I was planning to get back to it after I'd done that. But then I started suffering from a string of health issues, as did my mother, who I am the primary caregiver for. And that basically affected my mental health, and I was in no fit state to do the work that these Charmed reactions do. And they are work, because it's so hard to get past the copyright protection. So I did a couple of movie reactions as well, and then I started getting interested in predicting next year's Oscars. So I've done a string of videos on that subject. And I have to be honest, one of the reasons I started doing that is they are so much easier to do than these. They take very, very little research. The editing is so quick on those videos because I don't have to do copywriting for all clips. I mean, I do use some clips in those Oscar videos, but the copyright protections are minimal on those videos, so they are really, really easy to do and quick to do. So I've been doing those. But yeah, then I started getting some passive-aggressive comments on my videos, and I really need to get back to this. It's been 8 months. I mean, I wasn't planning on doing this way. I planned on doing a wrap-up video for season 2 as I did for season 1, but that never happened. I mean, I've been sort of doing bits and pieces towards that as I go along, but now it's August, and I think the passive-aggressive comments are right, and I just need to get on and do this. So here's the beginning of season 3. Oh, and I should also point out my new Charmed metal poster. I've moved my Rashomon one over here, which I don't really think you can see on these videos, but yes, representing the fandom that I'm now a part of, or I guess I'm a part of. So yeah, season 3. What do we expect? Right, Piper went off with Leo to, the powers that be, or whatever the name of them are. That's going to be interesting. What kind of reception would she have received? Because if a white light and a witch are not supposed to be, dating each other, just showing up with Leo, is that going to be okay? Who knows? We had introductions of the council in the last episode and the source in the penultimate episode, which I still maintain would have been a better season finale if stopping the apocalypse was the penultimate episode, not the last episode. I mean, the literal 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, 3 of whom were played by actors who appeared on Buffy. That feels like a season finale. So I was at the penultimate episode. I mean, that was a bad decision. Although, yeah, the guest star of French Stewart, I guess, was a good thing. Oh yeah, and speaking of that did tick something off my trope bingo card, which I have updated for season 3, including the fact I'm no longer doing a character bingo card of characters I expect to show up. Mainly because, the classes of villains that were on that list, yes, they showed up and we saw a Dark Lighter again, and we're probably going to see Dark Lighters on into the future. and all the various members of the Halliwell/Warren family, I fully expect them to just show up. So I think it's less important to have the character bingo card as it is to have the trope bingo card, which I have updated for season 3. Now, there were 2 on the monster list, which I took off from last season. We did have the succubus as well as having the djinn. So those have been removed from the monster list. Everything else remains the same. What I've replaced those 2 monsters with, those classic movie monsters with, is sirens. You can do stuff with sirens or siren-like creatures. I mean, it's probably not going to be the sirens from Greek mythology, but the kind of creature who can lure people to their death. I mean, is there some kind of Native American version of that? There probably is. And moving from ancient Greek mythology to ancient Jewish mythology, why not include a golem? I think that there's always ways you can do golem or golem-like creatures. So yeah, I've added golem to the list. In the general trope category, over on the right of this list, I've taken out the Visit to the Future trope, which I did tick off in season 2. And what's replaced that on the general tropes list? I couldn't come up with anything really good, so I just put in the miniaturized episode, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids or something along those lines, or The Incredible Shrinking Man or one of those things. So yes, miniaturized is now on the general tropes list. And even though I didn't tick off anything in the specific tropes list, I have updated it a little bit and put in things which I came up with after I made that list at the beginning of season 2, and I think of better ideas. So I've taken out Needful Things, which is a cool story, and I think it's the type of story that can be done in other places, but the chances of it actually showing up in a different show are slim. So I've taken out Needful Things. I've taken out The Picture of Dorian Gray, because even though it's not specifically The Picture of Dorian Gray, we did have that episode of The Painted World, which was a haunted painting. So the chances of them doing a different haunted painting story, I think, are pretty slim. So I've taken that off the list. And I've also taken out Phantom of the Opera, which is undeniably a classic of gothic/horror fiction, but I'm really not sure how you can do it in a TV show like Charmed. So what I've put into the list is Freaky Friday, which honestly I'm surprised I didn't think of before. I mean, it's such an obvious thing, the body swap thing, of particularly an older and younger thing, although that's less likely in Charmed, but a full body swap, and I'm living your life, you're living my life, that kind of thing. I mean, it's such an obvious thing. Why didn't I put it on the list already? A Misery. Misery is a Stephen King trope or a Stephen King story, which makes a lot more sense to do in a show like Charmed rather than Needful Things. And also Rosemary's Baby. I mean, yes, we did have that episode, which it was kind of 3 witches and a baby, which kind of has the haunted baby thing, but actually being pregnant with something demonic. That seems like a pretty obvious trope for a show like Charmed, and I'm surprised that I didn't think of it before. So that is on the list as well. So yes, that is my brand new Charmed trope bingo card for season 3. And let's see how many of those things I tick off. And let's see if the council and or the source show up in season 3. I'm still not sure, I'm not convinced whether that's the same entity, the same group, or different groups, or different aspects of the same group. It's really unclear. So, is the council part of the source? Is it something separate? Who knows? But I'm curious. So, Is that going to be sort of like the big bad of season 3? Is there going to be a big bad of season 3? We'll have to see. And we're also going to have to see what the romantic entanglements are going to be, because obviously it seems like Piper and Leo are now officially together, because I never thought that Dan was a serious contender. I mean, Piper brought Leo back to life with her love for Leo, and then Leo returned the favour. I mean, in Awakenings, was it? Yes. No, Awakened. In Awakened, Leo saved Piper's life. So they've mutually saved each other's lives. That's a pretty big deal, and I don't think anybody else can get in between that. So they're going to end up together. Dan was never a strong option, no matter how undeniably handsome he is.
Whoa.
And I won't be surprised if it's the last time I use that particular clip. So, Season 3, Episode 1. The honeymoon's over. Okay, so Piper showing up with Leo wasn't appreciated by the powers that be, or whatever we're supposed to call them. So, how much trouble is Piper in? Is she in trouble? Could be. Interesting. So yes, the honeymoon's over, but the long wait is also over. So let's get on with Season 3, Episode 1. The honeymoon's over. Oh God, it's Annabelle. Why is she looking at a book surrounded by creepy toys? Is that the Book of Shadows? I think it must be. Oh! Drive by on Phoebe.
Feeling a little jumpy, are we?
Oh, yeah, it's
Well, that's putting it mildly.
The triad is behind all of those attacks.
Yeah, I don't need a recap.
I'll call the gas company first thing. I will be so glad when Piper gets back.
What if she doesn't?
The power of
that's my
two. Facts. Oh, the early 2000s.
Think about it. We have not heard from her in a month, and that's not like her.
Mum.
Piper is not just going to ditch us, okay?
Okay,
We're her
it's been a
sisters,
while.
and neither is Leo. He's our white lighter too.
Then why hasn't she contacted us?
Can she contact them?
I mean, we are very lucky, Prue, that we have not been attacked yet.
No, it has absolutely nothing to do with luck. The triad is up to something. We just don't know what it is yet.
That's exactly my point.
Are we supposed to know who the triad is?
I am scared that you're right, that we're never going to see her again. And not because she doesn't want to come back, but because they won't let her, because she broke one too many rules.
That's a fair concern.
Daryl. Based on the fact that the killer carves a demonic symbol into its victim's forehead, an inverted triangle. That and the fact that he magically seems to be evading arrest.
Looks like a rune to me.
How many vaguely triangular symbols show up in shows like this?
No, listen to me. These guardians protect their mortal killers in exchange for their victims' souls. You cannot stop them.
Okay.
Listen, Prue.
So we're not dealing with the Source or the Council anymore. We're dealing with the Triad and the Guardians. Far too many names, far too many groups.
Well, the book says we kill it just like you would a vampire with a stake.
Oh, okay.
Piper,
So
where
mentioning
are you?
vampires, but not actually dealing with vampires. Oh. Okay, well that's a way to open a new season. Have a young woman stabbed to death in your teaser. And being possessed by a guardian.
Wait, didn't the book say they were just like vampires?
I might have misread that part.
Oh. Well, I guess that worked with the symbolic
Piper ever
end
comes
sign.
back, I'm going to kill her.
So was that just a little introduction thing? Is that the last thing we're going to see of those, or is that going to be the episode? Oh, what's in the new credits? Are the new credits? Not very. Oh, Julian McMahon! Oh, the late Julian McMahon. Yeah. From Nip Tuck, and he was Doctor Doom in one of the versions of Fantastic Four. And he was also in FBI Most Wanted. Bare Naked Ladies? Okay. He was also the lead in the police procedural FBI Most Wanted, and then left a couple of seasons ago. I guess because he was already suffering from the cancer that killed him. Actually, the last thing I saw him in was the mystery set in the White House. Was it The Residence, I think? He played the Australian Prime Minister in that. Because he was an Australian.
Hang on, Mr. President.
Mr. Prime Minister?
Someone was killed here tonight during our state dinner, and you point the finger at one of us. And now we're just gonna all walk out of here? So that what? When the world finds out about this, which they will, they're gonna think some crazy Australian murdered somebody in the White House. Yeah. No, mate. That doesn't work for us.
Buying a house for my family here.
You're a family man, eh? Where's your ring? Huh? Where's your ring? You had a family once, right? But you let everything get on top of you, just like your old man. You lost him. You lost everything. You did.
He's only in his 50s. Cancer is such a bitch. But yeah, I mean, what is... I knew that Julian McMahon was in this, but what is he going to be?
What is he smiling at anyway? It's not like he has his guardian demon to protect him anymore.
Yeah, I mean, he is smiling too much.
Now, what are we supposed to do? We've never been in this situation before.
You better decide fast. Here comes the ADA.
Ladies, my name's Cole Turner. I'm the assistant district attorney assigned to this
okay.
case.
District attorney,
So I
that
was
makes
wondering
sense.
if either of you saw what happened here.
I did.
And not for the first time, Phoebe is staking her claim.
This is just an arraignment unless there's something I don't know about. We should have more than enough for the judge to hold him over for trial.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
The complications
I'll get what I
of
do.
solving crimes with magic.
I'm nervous.
Oh, you know, witches and trials. It's that whole Salem thing.
No, I mean about lying. It just doesn't feel right.
Yeah, and they've got
Would it feel
direct
more right to
lines
just
of
let
the
him
Salem
go?
witch trials, don't they?
How do they know he didn't just happen across the scene and was trying to revive the inspector?
Oh, please.
And why, if they were able to
She's
so
not
easily
sorry.
subdue him, don't they know exactly what happened to the alleged weapon? I mean, what? Did it just poof, magically disappear?
Yeah, because that's
Oh,
what
God, who knows?
happens all the time in this show. Things vanish, weapons vanish. I mean, it's one of the things that frustrated me most about season 1 is just, you know, the magical cleanup being so convenient.
If there's something you're not telling me, anything. If you're afraid of him, we can protect you. I can refile.
We have to go. Sorry.
Yeah, I think he's going to have to be taken off the streets using magical means, isn't he? And at what point is that not protecting the innocent?
Isn't it more important to keep a killer off the streets than to protect our secret?
Phoebe, the judge would have thought that we were nuts, and you know it.
Not if you would.
Yeah, and it would set off the chain of events that we had in season 2, episode 3, the one where they went to the future. No, episode 2, Morality Bites.
All I know is Cole is an angel. He was awesome in that courtroom yesterday.
See something you like, sis?
Maybe.
Leo, I don't care if they are. It's not right, and it's not fair.
I know that, but it's their rules.
Screw their rules. They're wrong.
Piper.
Just a second. Leo, you better do something about this because this is not
Yeah,
acceptable.
it's been
Piper,
months.
come on.
Oh. Okay, we have had this conversation. You are not allowed to use your active power on me until I have an active power to use on you, remember?
Feelings, mostly. Good ones. Peaceful and whole, and then it all went to crap when they said Leo and I had to stop seeing each other, or else.
Or else what?
Or else they'd reassign him, and we'd never see each other again.
Yeah, it had to be something like that, didn't it? I'm going to once again bring up Buffy, but it does kind of feel like the Council of Watchers. We have this self-imposed authority over you, so we're going to use it and squeeze every bit of authority out of you.
Cole!
Hi. How's it going?
Oh. Wow, is this
I think you can put her leg down now.
I'm...
It's okay, I'm okay. If you think of anything, please call me.
I mean, it is
I'll
about
remember
time that Phoebe had a proper love interest. That certainly seems to be where we're going with this. And checking out his butt. Yeah, objectifying men on the female right. And of course now she gets a premonition.
Oh
I need another guardian.
What you need is to be more careful.
Oh.
I won't protect you again.
I won't get caught again.
You sure about
I
that?
can
So the
take care of
judge
the
is in on
witch's
it.
judge.
No, you can't. You're mortal.
Huh. I mean, it certainly seemed like there was something dodgy going on, because that was a very lopsided case. For the judge. Interesting.
Why'd you call the Hollywells last night?
What?
While you were on stakeout at 2:17 a.m., according to the phone company.
You checked up on me?
How did he get a warrant to check his phone records? He didn't have probable cause to do anything like that. Oh, that was a nice shot with the light on the Athame. Oh! What? Active power! But flight and premonition seems a bit weird. Although she was floating when she did that thing with that baseball player in Morality Bites.
Hey, catch!
Oh! Hoisted by his own petard or stabbed with his own athame.
Cole. Cole.
Phoebe? What are you doing here? What happened?
I think I'm gonna plead the fifth on that one.
Yeah, he's going to have to be told. I mean, if he's in the credits, I'm presuming he's going to be showing up a bit more.
Every time I see you, I love you even more. You're so beautiful. You're so special.
Yeah, there's narcissism and then there's
Can't imagine
narcissism.
my life without you. Piper.
Leo?
I think I've come up with a solution, a way for us to be together, no matter what they say.
Is he going to clip his wings? Proposal? How does that solve any problems? It's probably going to create more.
If we got married, it would be a holy union. Something I don't even think my bosses could break apart.
I don't understand.
Is that going to work?
I don't really understand how it all works myself.
No, neither do I.
The only catch is that we would have to get married in secret, because I think the only way they could hurt us if they found out before, so we just have to keep it quiet.
Yeah, romanticism
Right.
is not
So
the
that they don't
strongest
find out.
Exactly.
use of this situation.
You hate the idea.
Leo, look, how do we know they don't know already? How do we know they're not listening right now?
They're not. Believe me, they don't do that.
So then why
Are
does
we
it have
sure
to be
about
a
that?
secret?
Because if they ever did find out,
Leo, this isn't supposed to be this way.
None of this is supposed to be this way.
you know, we're meant to be together, Piper. You know that. You went to the future and you saw that we were married in it.
Yeah,
That
and
means that
divorced.
somehow they didn't stop us.
This just doesn't feel right. I mean, getting married in secret. It doesn't feel like a holy union to me.
Or he could just knock her up.
I'm gonna personally bring him down.
You don't scare me.
No?
Does...
I have no idea who you're dealing with.
What the hell are you doing? Let him go!
What? Okay. I think at this point the question is not so much who is Carl as what is Carl. Because I don't think he's just an ADA. Is he aware of the supernatural world?
Leo asked me to marry him.
That's great.
Yeah, except that I can't do it.
Oh, what do you mean you can't do it, Piper? You love him.
Yeah, of course, it's always that simple. You know, you love somebody, you marry them. Isn't that brilliant? Isn't that always the way?
And since you can selectively freeze things, why not just the innocents?
Oh, maybe because I've never done it before?
Freezing the innocents. That's an interesting one. I mean, who's guilty and guilty of what? And who feels guilt for something that other people wouldn't feel anything?
Objection, Your Honor.
It worked.
Overruled.
It's the judge.
Your Honor, I move for this case to be dismissed.
And the PD.
Okay. Basically everybody. They're everywhere. Except Carl, which is interesting, because that... Struggling thing. Done? Oh my god! Hello, prosthetics! / CGI? Is that CGI? Might have been.
Stand back!
And he can throw fireballs. Of course he can. Yeah, Alyssa Milano still doesn't look convincing doing the fighting stuff. I mean, it's a good idea for the character, but the performer, I don't actually think is that good at the martial arts. And is Piper's freezing indefinite? Because this has been a long time. Oh. Oh! Does that make him a warlock?
What the hell? Thanks. I'll take it from here.
Okay. Of course he's evil.
Emilio went nuts and he tried to escape. And then all the courtroom people tried to help him.
Yeah, thank God for Daryl.
Yep, saved the day.
What?
Just shut up and take credit.
Something good happened. Can't you just accept that?
Not on this show,
I
no.
need to.
Because this is... Have all the sisters now officially dated a warlock? Well, not that they're dating yet, but that seems to be where it's going.
Hottie that he is an assistant DA, which makes him somewhat of a threat to us.
Yeah, but at least he's one
Yeah,
of
because
good
the whole
guys.
morality bites thing. I mean, when
Speaking of the
the
good
government
guys.
and the court system finds out about witches, witch trials. Even if he wasn't a warlock, which he seems to be. I mean, that definitely looked like warlock traits. I mean, the blinking thing. and setting the judge on fire.
And that's when I realized that I don't want to die without ever having been married to you.
That's an interesting
The
way of
answer is
putting on
yes,
it, and
Leo.
it is kind of
I'd love
sweet.
to marry you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About bloody time. So is that actually gonna stick? Is that actually gonna hold? Or is more bullshit gonna get in the way? Right. So Phoebe does seemingly have a love interest, well, that seems to be where it's going. And of course it's a warlock. So yeah, definitely two of the sisters. I mean, because obviously Jeremy in episode 1, season 1 was dating Piper, he was a warlock. Blaine wasn't a warlock though. He was just working with warlocks. I think. So has Prue dated a warlock? Don't think she had. Oh, well, she's not dated many people other than Andy.
After all these years, after everything I've given up to get here, the sacrifice never seemed greater than it does right now.
Tell me about it.
I'm sure that by the end of the season, well, actually by the end of this season, because this is the last one that we're going to have Shannon Doherty in it. I mean, because I do know what happens at the end of this season is the end of Shannon Doherty. Because starting this process in 2023 or 2024, whenever I started it, it's impossible to avoid the fact that Shannon Doherty was only in the first 3 seasons. But yeah, so will Prue date a warlock by the end of this season? A warlock who's an ADA? And seemingly wasn't working with the judge who was giving everybody those guardian demons. Are we going to see those again? Maybe. But I mean, there's been so many cool things which have been in one episode and then just haven't shown up again. The Soul Collector in the episode Alcatraz with Jeff Kober in it. The Lords of War, I thought they were going to show up again. That's a cool concept. Oh, those demons who had the pointy fingers and got the knowledge, sucked the knowledge out of somebody's brain. I can't remember what they were called. Yeah, Dean Norris sucking it out of Misha Collins. They were cool. Maybe they would show up again. But yeah, so many cool ideas which just haven't shown up again. And cool characters which haven't shown up again as well. I mean, like, I still maintain that both Aviva from season 1 and Max from, was it season 1 or 2? Those feel like characters that would be interesting catching up with. And I don't think we will. I don't think legacy and long-term thinking is something that really happens in Charmed, or at least not at these stages. Oh, poor Phoebe. I mean, finally, seemingly getting a potential long-term love interest, and he's a warlock, because of course he's a fucking warlock. But I mean, Julian McMahon is brilliant at playing that kind of role. In Nip Tuck and in Fantastic Four, he was sort of like a questionable character at the least. I mean, he was sort of like very, upstanding and righteous in FBI Most Wanted. Did wonder why he left that season, that show. 2 seasons ago now. And yeah, then got the news earlier this year that he died of cancer. Such a shame. Yeah, it's going to be interesting seeing how it goes. I mean, if he is what seems to be a potential love interest for Phoebe, and he's in the credits, so he's going to be at least a semi-regular in this third season. Basically, by default, he becomes a big bad for this season. At least this season, maybe even more seasons. I mean, depending on how things go, and depending on how directly involved he is in the departure of Prue. I mean, it's such a simple idea. I mean, the boyfriend who's secretly evil. I mean, they did it in season 1, episode 1, and now it looks like we're going to get that long term. If they do it right, which they don't have a history of. I mean, because Jenny was such a bad idea at the beginning of season 2. They could have done so many interesting things with Jenny, and they just didn't. I mean, again, once again, speaking as a fan of Buffy, one thing that Buffy did really, really well was have long-term thinking plans which maintained over an entire season, maybe even multiple seasons, and things connected together. I mean, it wasn't always perfect. There's a couple of things that have always irritated me about continuity in Buffy. And actually, this seems like a good opportunity to play these couple of clips, which demonstrate a couple of really irritating details in Buffy, which always bothered me.
Hey. No. Yes. I'm caring about mummies.
Hello.
Don't warn the tadpoles.
You all right?
Charles, what are you doing here?
It's the library, Willow. You fell asleep.
Oh.
Don't warn the tadpoles.
I have frog fear.
Okay, come on now. You can do this the easy way.
Frogs! Frogs! Get them off of me! Oh my God! Frogs! Get them off of me! Please help! Get them off! Frogs! 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 Get them! Not her, the other one!
No more frogs.
Come on.
I unpacked. My car's right outside. I just, I had to,
What?
You could come with me.
Come with you? You mean that?
Why not? We could just get in the car and drive, and no one would miss us. We could take turns driving.
I don't know how to put the top up. I only just figured out what the left pedal does. It makes us stop.
You don't know how to drive? Why didn't you say you don't know how to drive?
Well, I couldn't know if I could until I tried, could I?
But with those one or two things which don't make sense, don't connect. In general, Buffy was very, very good at having things connect and maintain over long, long periods of time. Charmed doesn't seem to be doing that. I mean, we still don't have a 100% perfect explanation as to what a warlock is and how a warlock differs from a witch. Can you have a bad witch? Can you have a good warlock, other than a very specific case of somebody like Brendan the priest? Another character which might have shown up if Michael Weatherly wasn't off doing NCIS. We don't have a firm definition. I mean, do all warlocks morph and change and have different features? We don't know. I mean, Max is apparently a male good witch. So, yeah, well, I mean, that's always annoyed me a little bit about Charmed, is have a proper definition for these terms and stick to it. But anyway, yeah, solid opening episode. Really fascinating introduction of the Cole character. And we're going to have to see how that continues. I mean, I'm going to be recording at least 2 more episodes tonight. If I'm still awake enough, maybe I'll be doing another 3 episodes after that as well. But at least 3 episodes tonight. And the plan is to release 2 of these episodes a week on Saturdays and Tuesdays, UK time, midnight UK time, Saturday morning, Tuesday morning. And hopefully I'll carry on doing that and try and catch up a little bit. And I'm also going to be continuing doing my Oscar stuff and also some reaction videos. I mean, there's definitely a couple of reactions I've got in the pipeline, movie reactions as well. But my hope is, my aim is to do 2 Charmed episodes a week for the foreseeable future, as long as I can maintain this. So, yeah, with that said, I better get on and do that and start recording these extra episodes. So, if you've watched this far into the video, maybe I deserve a like. You can subscribe, you can hit the notification bell, leave a comment, anything which helps the algorithm, anything which helps bring attention to my tiny, tiny little channel. Every little helps. And yeah, with that said, I think that is where I leave you. So all that remains for me to say is this has been a presentation of the Yay, Nay or Meh channel, and I'll see you next time where I shine a light on TV and cinema, both obvious and obscure.